I am from Canada, and one of the biggest news sources in Canada, the Canadian Broadcast Corporation, put out an article the other day saying factually that it's not an alien spaceship. What do you think about them being so factual about this, as if we know what this is? It's 100% not an alien spacecraft.
Well, one should ask them as well as any other science popularizer who insists that it must be a natural comet, like, for example, Brian Cox, who didn't even write a single scientific paper on this subject. I wrote 11 papers. And so he is very confident. Partly people who are ignorant of the data, of the facts, can be very confident. We know that from many other examples, that as long as you are sufficiently ignorant, you can be confident. Once you know the details, you are not that confident. And the point is that there are 10 anomalies of this object that I listed just this morning on medium.com. Just look for Avi Loeb at medium.com. The second essay down the list, I wrote 2 essays today, but the second one is about the 10 anomalies. And those 10 anomalies include various unlikely properties of 3I Atlas. For example, it's very big. It's 1,000,000 times the mass of the first interstellar object. Why haven't we seen 1,000,000 Oumuamuas before we see the first giant object like that? Why is it lying in the plane of the planets around the sun to within 5 degrees? That's roughly the precision by which the planets themselves lie in that plane within a few degrees. And why is it so fine-tuned also to arrive into the solar system at the right time, so that it's at the right place to come close to Mars, Venus, and Jupiter? Why is it avoiding the Earth, being exactly on the opposite side of the sun when it comes closest to the sun? Is it related to a maneuver? Why does it show an unusual polarization that was never seen before? Why did it have a jet of a glow pointed towards the sun during July and August, when comets have usually a tail that is pointed away from the sun? And that was a very significant elongated antitail that was 10 times longer than it is wide. But the real question is whether the non-gravitational acceleration would intensify, whether it would follow a new path, whether it would release any mini probes, whether, if it is a natural comet, it has a massive cloud of gas around it right now. And let's just watch it in the coming weeks, and we'll figure it out. So it's not a mystery. It's not a matter of, we shouldn't decide ahead of time. We should just look at the data and then see what it is.
And not do what CBC in Canada is doing, already putting news out there. Hey, this is just a comet, no story here.
Yeah, but the Vatican insisted for centuries that the Earth is at the center of the universe, and obviously the Earth was moving at the time around the sun. So the fact that they said that didn't change anything. It only affected the people who believe what they say. And so we shouldn't believe the CBC. That's the only thing to keep in mind.